Hey, wouldn't it be great if you could take your Figma designed content and copy paste it onto the web, onto your Magento store, Shopify, WooCommerce, whatever website. So I'm going to show you how to do just that. As long as you use Cloudflare for your DNS, you can get started for free. Okay, so here's our design in Figma. We're going to head over to a repository that I've created that details how to do this. So what we're going to do first, we're going to copy the content from here, which is our worker content. Then we're going to create a Cloudflare worker. So what the Cloudflare worker does, it will intercept, we just called it builder.io, we called anything. We're going to intercept the request, take the part of the URL. So for example, learnpool/builder page. I'm going to take this part and then we're going to look up the content in builder.io. So what the worker is then going to do, so let's edit the worker we've just created. So what it's going to do is going to look for this string in the response, and then it's going to fetch the content from builder.io, and then it's going to merge them all together and return that to the user. So the user will get a nice server-side rendered or edge-side rendered content page. Google's going to see the content in the response, so it's easy to crawl. Okay, so what we need to do then, we need to create the page in Magento. So we're just going to create a simple page. We call it builder test page. In the content, we're just going to add that string token. So that'll be replaced by the worker. I'm going to call this the builder page. Builder page. Builder page. Could be anything. Okay, so that's our page content, page created. So let's check that in the front end, see what that looks like. It should just be a blank page with this string in the response. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we've got our worker. Let's deploy that. What the worker needs is this builder API key. So we're going to add that as a secret. We get settings, add a variable secret. We're going to add a secret, call it that. And then we need this from builder.io. So you just go here, add a new page. We're going to call this builder page. Is that what we called it? Yes, builder page. Okay, so I've fetched the API key from builder.io. I've added its secret. We've now got this worker. The worker won't do anything unless you have a worker root. So what we're going to do is going to add a new root. Which will be that. So we're going to add a new root. So anytime there's a request with builder page and anything afterwards, it's going to use our worker. Okay, so now we've got the root, putting the response to the worker. The worker's looking for the string in the response, and then it will try and load the page here. Okay, so let's give this a try. Let's publish that. So it should be pretty empty, and it should now show us the builder content instead of this. So let's refresh. Okay, perfect. So we've got no content there, exactly what we expected. So let's refresh this, and we should hopefully have a builder.io editable page. Okay, so let's take our content from Figma. I'm going to take this entire frame just to show you what's possible. So what it's going to do, it's going to take this content, it's going to analyze it, it's going to create the HTML, it's going to upload the images, it's going to create retina images, lower quality images. It's going to, okay, copy to clipboard. Let's add our section and paste. So then we've got all of the HTML and the markup from Figma here. So for some reason we've got two of these. Let's remove one of them. Let's remove that. Perfect. And I think there's a little gap at the top. Let's remove that. Okay, and publish. So now all the images are uploaded, the texts are there, and we can test our page. And there we have it, a fully server-side rendered page built with builder.io. Saving a little bit of time on front-end dev, but just for simple pages. Obviously it has limitations, but it is fully responsive. So I just noticed that it didn't quite I'd probably make it respond a bit earlier. So we can do that, that's what we can do. is we can look at the tablet size, okay, and then let's modify this to respond more like a stack at that size. You can modify anything. You can add HTML, you can modify the CSS, you can add effects. So for example, let's say we want these images to fade in. Just add a fade in. Let's add fade into all of those. Let's publish that and see how that looks. Okay, then content on, so that breaks there, and the content should fade in nicely. Yes. So we have it fully editable now directly from Builder.io, saving a fair bit of time on some HTML creation. Hope you enjoyed that.